Since 2011, the sales of adult diapers in Japan have outpaced the sales of kids' diapers. From festivals centered around the phallus to baby crying competitions, here are some of the strangest things about the land of the rising sun. Kanamara Matsuri, Festival of the Steel Phallus. The Kanamara Matsuri is an annual religious festival celebrated in Japan and is held each spring at the Kanayama Shrine in Kawasaki, Japan. It is celebrated on the first Sunday of April every year. The festival is centered around the phallus, with phallus-shaped decorations, candy, and illustrations a common sight during the festival. The festival, which was first held in 1969, is used to pray for fertility and protection from sexually transmitted diseases. Today, it has become something of a tourist attraction. The money that is raised from the festival is used to conduct HIV research. OSHIAS. Try to remember the last time you intentionally or unintentionally pushed someone. I'm guessing the other person was less than happy with that. But what if I told you that in Japan you can get paid for, among other things, pushing people onto trains? That is exactly what passenger pushers, known in Japan as oshiya, are required to do. This is done to minimize train delays during rush hour, as the Japanese take pride in the punctuality of their trains. Diapers. Ever since 2011, more adult diapers have been sold in Japan than kids' diapers. This is because Japan has one of the highest life expectancies in the world. Couple that with its declining birth rate and the fact that while most kids require diapers for a few years at most, adults can require diapers for much longer periods, and it's not too hard to understand why adult diapers are such a major market in Japan. Vending machines. If you had to label one country as the home of vending machines, Japan would be the undisputed winner. According to some measurements, there are over 5 million vending machines operating in Japan. This comes out to be almost one vending machine for every 25 to 30 persons, which is the highest number of vending machines per capita in the world. From fruits and popcorn to umbrellas and t-shirts, it seems like you can find a vending machine for almost anything in this country. Naki Sumo Crying Baby Festival. In Japan, each year a festival is held in which, at a time, 2 sumo wrestlers hold babies in their arms and compete by trying to make the babies cry by using various methods, including making different noises and faces. The baby who cries first is declared the winner. If both babies cry simultaneously, the baby with the louder cry wins. The festival, called the Nakisumo Festival, is usually held on the 5th of May every year to coincide with Children's Day in Japan. It is rooted in Japanese folklore. It is believed that the cry of an innocent child has the power to ward off demons and evil spirits. Musical roads. Whether it's the radio or a Spotify playlist, most people like to listen to music when on the road. Turns out, when traveling on certain roads in Japan, you may not need to do anything at all in order to satisfy your musical needs. Except driving, of course. Japan is one of the few countries in the world to have musical roads, also known as melody roads. These roads have grooves cut into them at specific intervals in such a way that when a car passes over them, a certain musical tune is produced. There are multiple such roads distributed throughout the country, with most of them playing the tunes of famous Japanese songs. Toilets. No discussion about the unique things of Japan can be complete without mentioning Japanese toilets. If you've ever seen a Japanese toilet, it's obvious that this country puts more thought into designing their toilets than pretty much any other country in the world, with some of the control panels of the more high-end toilets resembling the console of a spaceship more than a toilet. They offer you a measure of control that, unless you've experienced it before, you would never expect. All Japanese sitting toilets are equipped with a bidet, known as a washlet. You can adjust the pressure of the water coming out of the washlet. You can adjust the temperature of the water coming out of the washlet. Additional features can include a heated seat, a proximity sensor in the lid so that it opens and closes automatically based on the location of the user, and an air dryer and deodorizer. Some toilets even have an option for playing music if you feel the need for privacy while doing your business. Christmas. While Christmas is celebrated in most countries as a family-centered holiday, with families coming together, in Japan, Christmas has a more romantic nature. In fact, it is one of the most romantic days of the year for Japanese couples. While New Year is the holiday when most families come together, Kit Kats are good luck. Kit Kats are quite popular in Japan, with one of the reasons for this being that they are considered a good luck charm. This is because the word Kit Kat sounds similar to the phrase Kito Katsu, which roughly translates to surely win. Number 4 is considered ominous. On the other hand, the number 4 is considered ominous in Japanese culture, albeit for a similar logic. This is because the Japanese word for 4 is the same as the Japanese word for death. Manifestations of this aversion to the number 4 can be observed in daily life in Japan. Hotels will often not have a 4th floor. In extreme cases, the entirety of floors 40 to 49 or any floor with 4 in it can be missing. You also can't give 4 of anything to anyone. Instead, give 3 or 5. With that, we've reached the end of this video. If you enjoyed this one and are in the mood for similar videos, click here to learn some weird facts about North Korea.